everyone, Rebecca here. Thanks for coming back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing another cook with me video, and I will be preparing 2 different dinner recipes using items that I found at Costco. Costco is a great place to go to not only get your food in bulk, but to find healthy food options and even healthy quick food options for you to incorporate into your dinners at home. I am really excited about these 2 recipes. One of them is really quick and easy because one of the food items has already been pre-cooked. And so I just incorporate it into a full, well-balanced dinner. But then the other recipe is gonna require just a little bit more prep work using fresh ingredients, but it's still relatively easy to cook and doesn't take that long to prepare. So I hope that you enjoy these 2 recipes, and hopefully it gives you inspiration to try them at home. I will link the printable recipes down below. You can access them on my website, thefreckledmama.com. And as always, if you like this video and you like my channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button below and come back and see me in a future video. Let's take a look. So one of my go-tos at Costco is this Kevin's brand Lemongrass Chicken. I believe this kit makes probably about 4 to 5 servings of a lemongrass chicken. And so I always like to pair it with some fresh broccoli, which I steam in some chicken broth. I think steaming the broccoli, it actually steams pretty quickly. I would say within a matter of 5 to 10 minutes on medium heat. And then I am going to add the chicken, which is already pre-cooked. It's actually done sous vide style. And generally you're supposed to mash up the chicken first while it's still in the package. I didn't do a very good job of it this time, so I ended up having to cut it up into smaller chunks using a fork. I did add a little bit of lemon juice. I think I squeezed about 1 lemon's worth of juice and poured that over, and that's mainly just because I added the broccoli. And the sauce isn't just enough sauce for the chicken itself. So I wanted to make sure there was enough flavoring to go along with the broccoli. Now for my noodles, I also got these noodles at Costco as well. These are rice noodles. And I'm just going to boil up 3 pucks of those noodles. So I've actually reduced the heat on the chicken and broccoli just to let it simmer because it's pretty much done cooking. This cooks really fast, so I probably should have started the noodles a little bit sooner, but I didn't plan very well for this one. So that's why I just reduced the heat just so the food will stay hot. So the noodles are finally done. I'm gonna remove the chicken and broccoli from the heat. So in the stock pan, I am going to put 1 tablespoon of butter and melt that down. And then I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic. You know, you can add more or less garlic depending on your palate, what you prefer. And then I'm just gonna add the noodles to that and mix that up really nicely. And I'm gonna add seasonings. You can use whatever seasonings. I use, there's this umami seasoning from Trader Joe's, which is a mushroom seasoning. I add a little bit of sesame oil, and then some soy sauce as well. I'm not one to really measure out my seasonings. So I usually just do it to taste. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some frozen peas to this as well. And normally I would just use peas with fried rice, but I had some in the freezer, and so I figured I'd just go ahead and add that to our noodles. I just add a little bit of chicken stock to allow the peas to cook and defrost because they are frozen. And then I'm gonna add 1 more tablespoon of butter and another 1/4 teaspoon of minced garlic, just to give it that added flavor. And that's it. It's a really easy dish, and it's really delicious. It's a nice Chinese food substitute. The next thing that I picked up from Costco is this Evergood pineapple chicken sausage, and this is one of our favorites. I buy this every time I go to Costco. And so what I'm going to put together with this meal is a chicken sausage and potato goulash. And so I'm going to dice up about 1 pound of potatoes. I got these potatoes in my Imperfect Foods order, and so that's why I'm using 2 different kinds of potatoes, because that's just what I had on hand. And so I'm gonna add that to some boiling chicken stock. I believed I used a full container of chicken stock, so I think it's about 32 ounces. And then I'm going to dice up the chicken sausages. And then add that to a stock pan that has some olive oil or avocado oil heated up on it. And then while the chicken sausage is cooking, I'm going to dice up my vegetables. So what's really nice about a goulash is you can really use whatever vegetables you want. I went ahead and chose some Jacinto kale that I'm dicing up here. This I also got from Imperfect Foods. And then I'm also gonna dice up an orange bell pepper, which also came from Imperfect Foods. And once the vegetables are all diced up, I'm going to add that to the chicken sausage and just heat the vegetables up really quickly. The chicken sausage is pretty much done cooking, and the vegetables don't need to cook that much longer, maybe an additional 5 minutes, if that. I'm gonna add a little bit of onion salt. I'm gonna add some veganless chicken seasoning salt. These are from Trader Joe's. Some garlic powder. And again, I don't really measure my ingredients. We've got some basil there and some oregano as well. So once all the seasonings are in and the vegetables are cooked down, I'm gonna add it to the stock pot with the potatoes and go ahead and cook that for probably another 20 minutes. I'm gonna add some arrowroot starch here in a minute to help thicken up the broth. The potatoes will also help thicken up the broth too. The pineapple sausage in this dish adds some amazing flavor. My family really enjoyed this meal. It was very hearty and very delicious. Now, don't those 2 meals look delicious? My family enjoyed them so much. Now, the first recipe using the Kevin's Lemongrass Chicken, that recipe makes probably about 4 servings. And then the potato goulash using the Evergood pineapple chicken sausage, That makes about 5 servings. You might be able to get 6 servings out of it. So that one makes a little bit more per serving. But for the most part, you know, for a family of 4 to 5, both of those recipes as is are going to work really well for you. So hopefully you found my video a lot more entertaining than my sleeping cat over here in the corner. She's a little bored by all of this cooking talk, but I really enjoyed cooking these meals, and I hope that you will enjoy cooking them as well. Again, I will link the recipes below. You can find them on my website, thefreckledmama.com. And as always, make sure you click that subscribe button below before you leave this video, and I will see you guys next time. Stay happy and healthy, everybody. Bye.